countries where they make bread readily available every fucking where you go, yeah, most men are fat. So who are they to judge?
You mean like the Roman Legion, who basically operated on bread? They were a bunch of fatties, weren't they?
Who?
The Roman Legion.
Who gives a fuck about Rome?
Well, I don't know. Just like the epitome of good men's health. They made statues. They all look like they were in shape, right? I mean, they're all operating on bread. That was their daily.
Chan right here looks like she's going to go off.
Stipend.
Just because you want to fuck a Roman don't mean shit to me.
Well, it's not saying anything to contend with anything. Just you
Andrew's point, dude, is that you can't blame the bread. It's not the bread's fault. I'm not saying bread doesn't make you fat or anything. Bread makes you fat. But you can't just blame the bread. Oh, it's because of all the bread why men are fat, women are fat.
Roman don't mean shit to me. Answer
like
the
Roman
question,
man,
you
dude.
fuck. Answer the question.
You look like a Roman man since you like Roman men so much. You a fat fuck. You got a big ass belly.
You got a gap in your teeth that's this fucking wide. The gap in your teeth is just wide as the gaps in our IQ.
80% of his face covered up.
Dude, that
the gap in your teeth is as wide as the gaps in our IQ, sir.
Holy cow.
Shut your weird ass up. You ain't that. You ain't. I ain't.
So
I ain't
now that
I ain't you.
Yo, chill out. Let's have one mic, please.
This motherfucker got on a hat.
Make my job easier.
I don't understand why you guys can't respond to arguments.
No, please. Again, we're going fighting on the first minute. I'll leave it alone, and we'll fight for the whole show.
I thought we wasn't muting. It's a mutiny or not?
I didn't mute nobody. When you click, one second. Is the button when you click on the video, everybody gets muted. I don't mute nobody. I want the conversation to be had. Angry man, please. Can you define what a decent woman is, like the bare minimum of what a decent woman is, so we can continue the conversation, please? That will be great.
Bare minimum would be attractive, loyal, submissive, the ability to raise children, the ability to cook and clean. That's bare minimum.
Pretty and public. Do you think like this woman is widely available, or you think this is a woman that very few men get?
I think that's widely available. That's bare minimum. That's
what about you?
I disagree.
Support yourself, cook, clean, take care of yourself, brush your teeth.
I
people
disagree.
On this panel don't do. Like, I mean, it's literally like it's bare minimum.
I disagree. That's
men
not.
out
That's
here
not
not
widely.
even wiping their ass. Hold on, brother. Men out here not wiping their assholes.
That's
They
not
talking
widely
about
available.
that cook and clean. You can't find a man that wipe his asshole. You can't find men.
So is a public offender just defending the women, or what? Is he the white knight here? Is he the white knight in this? Because you could find a lot of problems with guys, but the problem is holding women accountable. We live in a society where we just tell women they could do whatever they want, and they're beautiful no matter what.
Up the bottom of their feet and wash
How
the bottom.
do you know that man?
Yeah, but the difference
cooks and
is
cleans. Who taught you how to cook and clean? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how y'all just don't be the shit.
How do you know that men don't have? How do you know that men don't have? Let me ask you something. How do you know that men don't have clean assholes? Are you spreading their cheeks and verify them, all of them, one at a time?
Can you demonstrate that? Can you demonstrate they don't have clean assholes?
Kevin Samuels, one of y'all leaders, one of your thought leaders that's worm food, got on the internet for like a year before he turned into the Kevin Samuels that we all know and hated and some of y'all love. He got on the internet for a year and taught men that they need to start washing their ass, wiping their ass, wearing cologne, making their he literally got online and was like, men, y'all don't got y'all shit together. Y'all dirty, y'all bums, y'all don't clean underneath your fingernails. That's what he did. That's number one. That's one example. So ask for you can't ask him.
Okay, but him saying that doesn't prove that men aren't doing that.
Why would he make a whole channel dedicated to telling men to wipe their ass?
Because his entire brand, because his entire brand was about male image at first. It was about
if somebody channel and the channel says black people are really stupid, then we should just assume that that's true because the guy made a channel about it. Should we just assume that?
Oh, no.
Like, you see how stupid your logic is, dude? Makes no sense.
That's as dumb as that black hat you got.
So public defender. Let me ask
on
you
a fucking black hat.
Why is it
just killed some guy who had a channel? Okay, bro. As long as we guy had a channel once, it's all good.
You ain't even got on an American flag or nothing. No, this is the black hat.
Why do I need to have an American flag on my hat?
Like, who are you hiding
Am I
from?
not stylish enough for you? Do I need the new Nikes to be stylish enough for you, sir? Like, what do I need to do?
Yeah, you should. Get you
Okay, you tell me. Should I wear what? FUBUs? I don't know. What the fuck am I supposed to wear? That will impress you.
Let's get Angry Man real quick, and I know, Andrew, you're trying to make a point.
It's a good point.
To make a point. He's trying to raise haters.
Not one set. Yeah, it's race. You're race baiting, Andrew, and I'll don't do that.
It's not even race baiting. It's just pointing out.
It's a multi.
Let me respond here.
What did this lady started first with the racial comment toward Pearl when she was like, "Oh, and the sun disappoints you too." Like, well, isn't she kind of the one with starting with the race stuff? But I mean, Andrew's right about that logic. Oh, well, why would he make a channel about it if it wasn't true? You can make a channel about anything. Seriously, you can literally make a channel that says like the fake facts channel and just say nothing but fake facts. Doesn't make it true just because it's on a YouTube channel.
For 1 second, let me just respond so that you guys can understand the position. I'm using the extreme portion of the logic so that you'll understand how silly the position is. That this guy thinks men don't clean their ass because guy on internet who had channel who said they don't. I can make the same argument for anything on planet Earth, including saying black people are dumb because guy made channel that said that. Do you see how dumb that is? It's just dumb.
Let me ask a question, please. Let me ask you a question, Public. 1 second. Let me ask a question.
No, you can't. You're not letting me respond to this, man.
Hey, Public. 1 second. I got you. Okay, I pass you the microphone. I just want to ask a question. Andrew, you're totally right. If you were on a Viking channel, would you be talking about FUBU, or are you going out of your way to do like some black type of like statement so everybody understands? Like that.
Yeah, I'm using the extreme point of the logic to demonstrate the point.
Yes. So when was the last
time accept that the other direction?
I accept it. I already accepted. My question is, when was the last time you used the FUBU argument? Like, when was the last time you said
the FUBU argument? Okay, just chill out, man. Like, he was just making a joke. He started criticizing his hat and saying, "Well, why don't you have an American flag on it?" Well, what's that supposed to mean? Like, what's that supposed to mean? And I'm actually asking an honest question. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, he has to have an American flag hat? And why isn't Fatty telling this dude anything? Why didn't he tell her anything when she made the comment to Pearl? Come on, Fatty. Come on.
Actually.
Yeah, I would tailor the argument and the rhetoric towards the person that I'm talking to who's making the insults my way.
I don't even fucking wear
exactly.
Thank you very much.
When it came out, and it's still sorry. But I want to real quick.
I didn't even know it was a real thing. Somebody had to tell me.
I want to make a point. Hold on. I want to say something real quick to what he said. This is what I'm saying. When you talk to people that don't understand logic and they just use the word, it's hilarious to me. The logic here wouldn't be that he had a channel where he just said stuff. The logic would be the amount of men that gravitated towards his message, which would prove that there was a bunch of men out here with unclean asses.
I see. So to respond to this argument,
Andrew, be quiet. Listen, logical man.
Okay, but when are you going to stop talking so I can address the point?
It's the same thing if I were to say, let me use another part of your stupid ass fucking logic.
I can't wait.
So let's use your racist white channel like that. You would probably like run.
Okay, why is Pearl? Okay, Pearl, shut up. Shut up.
It would be like a channel with a dude.
Pearl, let him finish. Pearl.
Black people are stupid, right?
I'll be waiting the rest of my life.
The logic would be
let him finish, please. Let him finish, please.
That were on that channel and they were watching it. I could logically assume that a bunch of white people are fucking racist. That would be the logic, right?
So let me get this right. Yeah, let me respond now.
And then there was a page.
Okay, am I allowed to respond?
Members, millions of people that subscribed to the page that were white and were racist, and they liked the racist white.
We're being discriminated against.
I don't know if he's ever going to let me respond here.
Can you guys let him finish, please?
Men have a hard time washing their hands.
Can you guys let him finish, please, so y'all can respond, please? Because when you're talking,
well, how long does it take him to finish, bro?
He's going to land the plane, and then you guys got it. Stop behaving like kindergarten. Stop behaving like kindergartens, please. Stop behaving like kindergartens, please. If you don't have respect for us, just help. Just say it, please. Like if we went on your shows, we wouldn't be
I
interrupting.
don't know. Usually, a moderator makes a person make one point at a time. The other person responds to the point.
And you did a bunch of. You did 3 at the time. You
No, I
said
did 1 point. One.
1 point and
1
use
point.
every example. So he has right to actually give 1 point
Yeah,
to every
I got his
example.
point. Can I respond to it now?
Let him finish, please.
Okay, he's just going to say the same thing, but go ahead.
I'm done.
he's
He's
gonna
done.
say the
No,
same
I'm done.
thing.
I wasn't gonna say the same thing. I'm not
Okay, so
fucking
yeah,
with
this is super easy. So no, the logical entailment that you have is incorrect. If it was the case, indeed, that you said, "Oh, Kevin Samuels says men don't wash their asses, and millions of men subscribe to it, therefore true," then that would mean if you had a challenge that said black people are stupid, million men subscribe to it. Ipso facto, that would also be true using your line of logic. By the way, I can demonstrate you don't know shit about logic. I'll do it really simple, and you'll never answer this question because you can't. If you know a single thing about logic, just tell me the 3 laws of logic. What are they? Huh?
He's muted.
What are the 3 laws of logic? What are they? What are the 3 laws? You're muted, bro. What are the 3 laws of logic? Answer the question, please.
Is he
Oh,
googling?
you were really expecting me to answer your dumb?
Yeah, because you can't. You can't. You don't know anything about
There's
logic. Just sit
law-
there.
There's
Just sit
the
there.
law of identity. There's the law of non-contradiction.
Wait, can he do the last one?
And then there's the
last
law
one?
of excluded middle.
Oh my
Law
God,
of
even
identity
name them.
This panel's a fucking mess, dude. Who? First of all, which one's the moderator? You know, Sarah usually moderates on her channel. Fatty looks like Fatty usually moderates on his channel. He looks like he's a moderator, but then what's Sarah doing here? Is she part of the panel or is she moderating? What's going on here? And man, they keep all talking over each other. People can't answer questions. What a complete mess.
Law of identity is like this thing is this. Law of non-contradiction is like that can absolute like an apple can't be an orange, right? And then you have the excluded middle, which means there is no gray area, and it either is or it isn't.
Yeah.
That's
well, close.
that's
A
your
contradiction would be P and not P. What you referenced there was the law of identity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but we should ask our logician friend here. He's a genius. If anybody knew anything about logic, like the guy can't name the 3 laws of logic, they would know that.
Yeah, what is the use in naming the 3 laws of logic? Like for you, for an example, when you aren't logical.
Because
like,
you're because you're creating.
You know the definition of a word. Or, hold on. Knowing the concept, right, of something and being able to exhibit it is more important than understanding or just being able to regurgitate a definition.
I actually agree.
So you just say, I know, but you don't follow that though, because you're not logical.
Okay, so let's
because what you just said didn't refute what I was saying.
It did.
You just pivoted and you moved it to something else.
No, it's no. I was testing the consistency.
Hold on. I'll tell you again one more time.
Okay.
Slow it down for you.
I'll slow it down.
The logic is the point that I was making was that men don't wipe their asses.
Are we still on this?
And he said, well, how do you know that? And
right.
I said, because there was a channel that was created where a man was teaching men that they need to wipe their ass.
Great.
That was not the sum total of his channel.
No, let him finish. Let him finish. I want to hear the rest. I want to hear the rest. Hang on, we're almost done.
Logically, that would conclude that obviously a lot of men don't wipe their fucking asses. That's not logical.
No. They could also no. Let's walk through the logic so that you understand.
So disingenuous.
If I had a channel that said, "Oh, lots and lots of black people can't be dads," and lots of people subscribe to it, would that make it true? Would that literally make it true because lots and lots of people subscribe to it?
That's a different debate.
It's the same shit, bro.
Discussion.
It's the same exact logical entailment. Here, I'll explain how. Hang on, bro. Let me explain how. When you say X, right, you're talking about an X and an entailment of Y. So for you, X is man go to channel. If there's millions of subscribers, therefore X must be true. Men, therefore, must need to know how to wipe their asses because otherwise, why would a guy be around to teach him how to? Got it. Makes total sense. But the same fucking thing would apply if you had a channel that said, aren't those black people dumb, right? And a bunch of people subscribed to it and said, oh, yeah, that's true. Then it must also be, it's the same fucking logic. It's an entailment of X. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know logic. I don't know logic.
The definition.
Hey, Pablo,
you are right. Too is this public offender, like he contradicts himself earlier because he said, well, if I saw a channel that had a bunch of people subscribe to it, I would assume that they were racist. So, well, you're kind of contradicting yourself then, you know? Like, what if people what if people ironically subscribe to the asshole wiping channel, whatever the hell he's talking about? and they did it to laugh at them or something like that. Like what if it was just to make fun of the videos or something? Like people could subscribe to a channel for any amount of reason. And when he says something like, well, I would know all these people are racist. Well, then, okay, then what you're saying is that just because someone hosts the channel that talks about, oh, black people are dumb, well, that doesn't make it true. Because in your eyes, well, if people were subscribing to it, well, then you would know that they were racist. Like they were just racist. There was no truth in what the YouTube host was saying. It would just be out of racism. So yeah, he contradicts his own argument, and he doesn't even realize it.
You are wrong because of public. You are wrong because of
I
this, right?
appreciate that.
No, but you are wrong because of this. Let me explain to you. All right. For example, first of all, Kevin Samuels is an image consultant. He has to talk about those shit. That's the first one. Like this is literally his job to talk about hygiene, how men groom themselves, how men dress, and all that. And the second part, which is the most important, Shira 7 kept talking about woman hygiene too. This doesn't mean that women are dirty. Shira 7 is one of these women that everybody watches. And for you, I'm not ever going to say most women are dirty, because there was a woman on the internet tell women how many times they should change their tampon per week and how they should wear. Like I wouldn't do that. So like the same way that doesn't prove that men are dirty. I don't think Shira 7 giving women out to actually take care of their hygiene, that doesn't make them dirty either. So what is your point exactly? Like, why are you saying that?
Yeah,
because what you just said is made. I don't watch Share 7 that much. I don't know how much you do.
So why are you fighting me on information you don't have?
I've never heard her say that, so I can't.
Because you literally said I don't watch it that much. Why are you fighting me on information that you don't have? How are you starting your message saying no? How are you starting your message saying this? I don't follow her or don't watch her content like that, but I never saw her doing that. If I don't watch the Power Rangers, I don't know the color of them because I don't watch them. Why are you refuting that? Just accept it.
I didn't refute it. I literally just said I was about to say I can't argue against what she said in that instance because I never saw her say it. That's what I was saying.
Is the average man dirty?
Yes.
Is the average woman dirty?
No.
Have you ever walk in the end of a shift
but
and smell
by this logic, there are countless YouTube channels that say black women are the worst women on the planet. By your logic, public defender, that would mean black women are the worst women on the planet.
Exactly.
Again,
that's exactly right.
You and Andrew both are saying the same stupid thing. Again, my point would be if I were trying to prove that a bunch of black men or men believed that. Listen to what I'm saying. If I were trying to prove that there was a bunch of black men who believed what you just said to be true about black women, and you said, why do you think that? And I said, well, there's a bunch of channels on here that talk crazy about black women, which there are, and a bunch of black men subscribe to those channels. Therefore, I can conclude that that black men believe what's happening on these channels. Right?
Many people have come to this conclusion because of those same channels.
Let me respond to him real quick.
Let me get one second, Brian. 1 second. Let me get Angry Man on the phone, please.
Let me respond. Let me respond to what he's saying real quick. So basically, what your line of logic is, what your line of logic is that if Kevin Samuels does a channel where he's telling men they need to wipe their ass because that men, the group he's targeting, subscribes, that means that they don't know how to wipe their ass. But like I said, by that same logic, the channels that talk about black women like that have black women that subscribe to those channels as well. So are you saying that the black women that subscribe to those channels believe themselves to be raggedy women?
Yes, and that happens. It's not an absolute.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness, this guy is just not getting it. Real quick, guys, help me out. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. If you got something to say, leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you're really enjoying it. Let's continue.
Logically, there's no absolution. There's not like every black woman doesn't think the same. So obviously there are some self-hating black women, like there's some self-hating black men.
Bro, here's the thing. If a guy makes a channel about working on cars just because he specifically talks about fixing the transmission that day doesn't mean that everybody that subscribed has a broken transmission. That what you're saying isn't logical, bro. It's not.
That wasn't logical. That's why y'all need to stop practicing analogies on these lives, because what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That was dumb as fuck. That's not the same thing. That is not a one-to-one.
Something is not dumb or stupid just because you say it is. You can't just be like, that's a stupid analogy, and then that's the end of it. Like, why is it a stupid analogy?
Absolutely the same thing.
It's not a one-to-one, bro.
I think what public offenders trying to say is that if there's a market out there for a particular talking piece, then people tend to flock to it. It's not that he's not saying. I don't think it's agreeable to say that men don't know how to wipe their asses.
But does it prove the talking piece?
I don't think it proves it. What I'm saying is, if there's a market out there for that, that's where they flock. It doesn't mean that it means men don't know how to wipe their asses. And why are we still talking about this?
I don't know, because
well, I can tell you why. It's
wait. The whole reason we're talking about this. The whole reason we're talking about this.
They asked me to prove it, and I just gave them an example. How the fuck do you prove that men don't wipe their ass, though? That's what I'm saying. It's stupid to begin with. Like,
then why would you make the statement then?
Wait, this is what happened. What happened was Fatty asked me a question about the bare minimum for a good woman. The moment I said cooking and cleaning, you got triggered, public defender. That's why you had to talk about black men not being able to wipe their men in general not being able to wipe their ass, because you got offended by the freaking point of them needing to cook and clean. Because what I was gonna say after that, before you interrupted me, was no, there isn't a lot of women out here nowadays that cook and clean or want to cook and clean.
So the whole reason why black has entered the conversation is because there's a racist on the panel.
Man, how long until it was like the race card right there? Well, there's a racist on the panel. Throw out race card. You know, how long until one of these panelists here, we're gonna be like, oh, well, it's because he's racist. You know, race card. Race card super XP. It was only a matter of time.
Who?
He did not bring up black. Public did not bring up black. Black was brought up by Andrew.
So
right? The word black was not brought up.
Would that prove that I was racist?
It stated that men.
Yeah.
But you're going to skirt over that part and bring up an example about black women in a conversation that is not about.
Well, I didn't bring up black women.
I'm not talking to you, dude. I've already said I'm not talking to you. I'm speaking to Angry Man.
Oh.
So anyways, that is the whole reason why that has.
Why are these women like a lot of it reminds me of the debate that I covered where Fatty was moderating it between Marte Reyes and this black guy, and his sister was getting all angry. Like, why are these black women? They're so angry and they're so like abrasive, and then they get mad when you bring it up like, oh, that's a negative stereotype toward us. Well, you're not defeating the stereotype. You guys are always so angry, confrontational, abrasive. Why?
Enter the conversation. So don't tell him that. That's not what he said.
I would disagree. The reason black came up in the conversation is because he brought up Kevin Samuels. A large portion of his demographic is black men. That's another reason it was brought up. You brought up Kevin Samuels.
No. You see, it was only brought up because Andrew's an evil racist because he said the word black.
No, I disagree with Pretty a little bit. I think that Angry Man brought up black women because he hates black women.
He did bring up black women.
I brought up black women.
Y'all can't wait.
Andrew Wilson hates black women so much he married one and then divorced her. That's how much he hates black women.
Bring up black women.
I brought up black women. Check this out. I brought up black women as an example. Okay, Mark Lamont Hill already got that job, bro. Fall back.
Got what job?
The job he's trying to do right now.
Being outraged at everything.
The racism commentary is particularly directed from Pretty to Andrew because he utilized the argument back to public offender, I believe it was, regarding, if there was a channel that all black people are stupid, then XYZ, right? And he wasn't saying that from the beatings of his heart. He was saying that as a logical example in an argument to kick back as something that's, you know, very far and extreme.
I can't be racist. I have a black ex-wife.
Hold on real quick. And if we're gonna make, hold on. I haven't.
But you divorced her, Andrew. You divorced her. Why did you divorce her, you racist?
Spoke yet. And if we're going to go to that extreme, then you should have addressed public offender for being a sexist, for saying that men don't wipe their ass. Pretty intellectual. If we're going to be consistent, if we're going to talk about racists, if we're going to talk about sexist, if we're going to talk about homophobes, if we're going to have a show, let me, pretty, I'm not going to. You can't be sexist towards men. Right. Let me finish. If he can say that men don't wipe their ass, which he can't even substantiate that, then that's being sexist. And say if we said about women, we're being misogynistic. If we say something about what women don't do. So if he's saying something about men, then you have to acknowledge the fact. If you're going to acknowledge someone's being racist, then we have to acknowledge somebody's being a sexist.
I said black was brought into the conversation because we have a racist.
No, we're making it. We have no. Hold on. Everybody on this panel. Hold on, real quick.
Who's the racist?
Everybody, before we go.
Am I the racist, Pretty?
Hold on, real quick.
Is it me? Were you talking about me?
Andrew, please hold on, please. We let the show go on as long as possible in this state, right? Let's get back on the topic. Let's not make it racist. Let's not make it sexist. Let's not make it misogynist, all these things. Let's have a discussion. If you agree and disagree, let's stand it on that. Like, prove your arguments, and let's stay there.
And I want to actually redirect the conversation. Lady Chen, is the average man dirty? Does the average man knows how to take care of his hygiene? And after that, we go to the woman. Go ahead, Lady Chen. What do you think?
I would assume so.
You would assume that the average man is doesn't know how to take care of his hygiene.
No, I would assume that he's clean. So, yeah.
What about the average woman? Do you agree? Like, angry men,
what regards in clean? Like meaning just grooming?
No, they know how to take care of their hygiene because there was public offender statement saying that they don't even know how to wipe their ass. Do you think
most men don't wipe their ass, Lady Chen? Have you dealt with men, and while you were dealing with them, they had doo-doo in their drawers? Like, damn, you don't wipe your ass. Have you come across that majority of men you dealt with? No. And when you went to go wash their clothes, did you see skid marks on their dirty drawers and doo-doo marks and go, damn, black men don't wipe their ass? Did that happen? And Sarah, the man you dealt with, we like, damn, them some shit in them drawers. Like, did you come across that?
No shit in the jaws.
Let's have a genuine
no shit in the jaws.
Come on.
All right. Well, listen, if you want to see the rest of this debate, I believe it's on Raging Tomatoes channel, and I believe it's also, I want to say it's on Fatty's channel. I'm not too sure about that, but the version I'm watching, it's on Public Offender's channel. I have a link to it in the description down below. I also have I've also linked some of the people that you could follow in my description down below that are involved in this panel. What did you think about this? What did you think about this panel? Do men know? Are they hygienic overall? Do they know how to clean their asshole? That is the question. Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like if you liked it. And if you really liked it, please subscribe to my channel. You'll be helping me out a lot. Like I said, all the links are in the description down below. Make sure you watch the Cool Stream live Mondays through Fridays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time.